You may be seated. I always want to go back to the beginning when God created man and the rest of his creation. He created them very good. And then we all know the story. Somebody with a malicious intention wanted to destroy that which was made good. And the rest of the story has it that God sends his son to restore that which has been damaged, that which has been vandalized. And he came so that he can make all things new again, so that he can make all things very good again. And we are part of this story, we are part of this plan. But we need to have an understanding of it. See, in the Bible, whatever sin is talked about, it is a symbol of the result of sin. Sickness and eventually death are symptoms of that malicious damaging coming from the enemy that affects man. And we need to understand that we, who, as St. Paul describes in Ephesians, who formerly also walked in sin, who formerly were affected by sin, and were saved from it, we now are participants, we now are co-laborers in the work of restoring all things, in the work of restoring the rest of creation who are still under the power and the effect of sin. We must understand that, because in understanding that, we would realize that we are called for this purpose. Just like Jesus, for this purpose, Christ was revealed. To what? Destroy all the works of the evil one. And in destroying all the works of the evil one, he is making all things new. We are participants of that. See, because of a lack of understanding of that, our attitude is, well, because of a lack of understanding of that, and probably because we are not yet totally free from the effect of that sin, which involves love of self, we think of our own sake, of our own welfare, and we do not want to participate in the work of restoration because it's not convenient for us, it's not easy for us, and it's work. But we are called, actually we are God's workmanship, as Ephesians says. We're his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, to participate in this work of restoration and making all things new. Now, understand now, again, sin is that which destroys. Understand now why Jesus commands us to forgive. Forgive sin, because sin is that which destroys man and creation. That's why we are to forgive it, to overcome. And we're told to forgive 70 times 7 times. We're not to cease from this, participating in this work of Christ, which is, again, bringing back all things to goodness, to its original state. Your gates shall be open continually. In the gospel today, Jesus went to Simon Peter's house, healed his mother-in-law, and then the whole city, it says, the whole city came to them after dinner, maybe. And he healed them. Did not turn his back on any one of them. You know what? After that, spent early morning the next day praying, and then to prepare himself to go to other cities and look for something that he could restore. A lot of things, because he said, go to all these towns around and make all things new again. You know, Times people would come to him, and other times he would go to them. He was for this purpose revealed. We are supposed to be revealed to, manifest as sons of God, as children of God, partaking of his divine nature, sharing in his mission, partaking of the work of restoring all things. I mentioned this several times before. I'll mention it again. To me, I want to call for another EDSA. EDSA meaning Epifanio de los Santos, right? Epiphany of the saints. Manifestation of the sons of God. Revelation of the sons of God. Because all of creation is longing, is yearning, is crying out for the revelation of the sons of God. Because creation wants to be set free from slavery to the freedom of the children of God. What is that freedom? Freedom from corruption. Freedom from the effects and power of sin. Freedom to serve God. Freedom to participate in His good work of restoring all things again. Not turning away from them, not running away from them, not desiring to not get their hands dirty. Not crying out, and I'm not saying this in condemnation, not crying out, Lord, take me out of the dark. No, it is for the dark that we are given light. It is in the dark that we are to let our light shine. It is for this very hour, Jesus said, that I was sent. Christ was born for this. Christ was born for this. So, good Christian men and women, rejoice. Because we have been chosen first to be freed from this. We who were formerly among those who are under the effects of sin, we are chosen to now participate so that others may be reached out, so that others may be freed, so we can free the prisoners, so we can preach the good news to the poor, so that they themselves can also experience the freedom of the children of God. This is Epiphany, brothers and sisters. Our mission, our calling. This work is the work in the kingdom of God, and that's just the way it is in that kingdom. Let us all stand.